This is Hoot Hoot shares this. And here's Liz Warren. Here, hold up. I want to play this video. Here, let me make sure I get the sound up for you, guy. Here's Liz Warren talking Medicare for all. All right, let me get the sound. Doing this in real time, folks.
Right now, what we've got in Medicare for All is a framework.
No, we don't
have the details, and you're right to.
Yes, it does.
But the most important part of your asking is to raise awareness so we get this right as we go through it. Can we just stop for a minute though and say right now?
So, the comedian Doug Stanhope, who's a really funny comedian, I recommend checking Doug Stanhope out. Not that Doug Stanhope needs my endorsement. I wish Doug Stanhope would say, hey, check Ron Placone out. But Doug Stanhope has a very brilliant bit. One of those bits where when you hear it, you're like, oh, damn it, I have a long way to go. One of those types of bits. But he has a brilliant bit on raising awareness and what it really means to raise awareness. And raising awareness is code for talking nice and then not doing anything, which Liz Warren's pretty good at. Liz Warren is pretty good at that. Most politicians are. Most of them are. You know, the longer, and I've said this before, I have been around more politicians in the past 2.5 years as a result of, working with Jimmy on the Jimmy Dore show. I have been around more people in the political realm. I shouldn't even say strictly politicians, but more people in the political realm in the past 2.5 years than I ever have been in my life, the rest of my lifetime combined. It has made me more of a radical. It has given me less confidence than ever before in my lifetime in our system because I got a peek under the hood. And I will say this, it is one of the most corrupt institutions, our political process, our system. It is the most, rather, why should I say one of the most? It is the most corrupt institution I have ever been around in my lifetime. I am in show business. Show business has more integrity on its worst day than our politics does. And you can quote me on that, by the way. On its worst day, show business has more integrity than our political system. I think what should disqualify somebody from running for office in the first place should be if they want to run for office. That's where I'm at. I think that if you want to run, you're disqualified. You shouldn't be able, hey, I want to run for, okay, no, you're done. Unless now there's something on the local level. I don't think that applies. Not saying corruption doesn't happen on the local level. Of course it does. That's the world we live in. But, somebody wanting to run for city council, something like that. I don't think it applies in a situation like that. But, federal, especially if you're looking to just become a political celebrity, which that's why most people do it. Let's be real. If you want to run, that disqualifies. Yeah, you can't. And there's a comedian named Kate who has a great bit about that when it comes to running for president. And I'm forgetting Kate's last name off the top of my head, which I feel badly about. She has a really brilliant bit about that. But I do think that should be instituted as policy. If you want to run, nope, you can't. You can't run. You can't run. Everybody should just be recruited. They should recruit people. I know that's not going to happen, but that's the way I think it ought to be. And Liz Warren, getting back to this video, said Medicare for All is just some kind of framework. It's just some kind of abstract idea. No, it's a bill. It's a bill with points in it. It's a bill that clearly says what it is and isn't going to do. That's what it is. That's what the bill is that Bernie wrote. And then there's another bill in the House as well. So no, it is a concrete plan. And it bans duplicative assurance. It allows the private insurance industry to exist where there are, for instances, where Medicare for All does not cover certain things. And you can think of a couple of those, for instances, something like a elective surgery or Botox or something like that. I'd like to eventually get the eye thing. I'd like to eventually get LASIK. Chances are that's not going to be covered under a Medicare for All system. Don't quote me on that. I mean, maybe, I don't know every nitty gritty detail, but chances are something like that would be considered elective. I don't need that. I just want it because I want to wake up and not have to put these puppies on to see right in front of my dumb face. So something like that. There might be some kind of private insurance industry situation for that, where you put in whatever. And I'd probably buy that, to tell you the truth. I mean, I might be like, hey, I want to get this elective surgery. Let me look into this. So anyway, so somebody also points out in the chat that Warren has a bigger cap on meds, while Bernie is a clear $200 annually. That's true as well. So no, Liz Warren, Medicare for All is not some just abstract idea. It is a clear policy that you have not been able to clearly answer whether you support or not, and you change in the passing week with the wind. So there you go. Bernie Sanders, only person who has been consistent on Medicare for All. Only person running for president in 2020 who has been consistent and has been steadfast and has been solid on Medicare for All, with no exceptions. Bernie Sanders is the only one.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and